I'm not really usually one to be talking about hoax videos. If you look back at a lot of my old videos, I don't really call y'all questioning a lot of things, but I don't automatically come out and call things hoaxes. Like, oh, that was a hoax. 9/11 was a hoax. But the 9/11 thing, that's real personal to me because I seen one of those planes, the last plane, hit one of those towers. Like, I was watching through my window. It was crazy. Um, but 9/11 is definitely, I don't want to call that a hoax, but you know what I mean. But it was staged. It wasn't real. So anything that's not real is a hoax, even if the event really happened. It's still the things that led up to it, like the government lying and saying it was just Muslims that did it. That's a hoax. Um, but I want to talk about this video again with the instructor that was allegedly killed by the 9-year-old. Now, I was a little skeptical of calling it a hoax, but I'm looking at the video again, and then people pointing out certain things to me. Now, most of us, we're gun people. We know guns. I love guns. I'll never stop loving guns. I love guns. Guns and cars are my thing. So, and also I like collecting footwear too. That's another little thing. I got a little guilty pleasure. I have a lot of footwear. I don't even know how many pairs, but that's just something that I like. I like to collect, but I also wear mine, so it's not like I just buy them to be a sneakerhead. But no, um, guns and cars are really my thing. But the thing, they must think we really that stupid. If you watch the video again, when she took the single shot, you don't even see a shell casing come out of the gun. Now, I don't even own a Uzi, but we not dumb enough. We know what a shell ejection looks like on an Uzi or a regular handgun. You see a shell come out and you don't see it, and then it's sand all around the floor, like it's sand. Now, I mean sand as the floor, but that's one thing everybody's saying. Well, you don't even see the shell casing, and then you hear a shell hit the floor. That's true too. I didn't see a shell casing at all, and the shells did not. And then where's the shells hitting the floor at to make that noise if it's sand there? Only thing that would make that true is if other shell casings was on the floor, and then the shell came out the gun, and then it hit the other shell cases to make that sound that it makes. But there's no shell casing that comes out of the gun. Watch the video. You don't see. I mean, maybe. I mean, hey, I'm calling it what I seen. I seen about 4 or 5 different videos from different channels, and I don't see a showcase. And then when they put it in full auto, you still don't see any. But they cut the video short when a gun allegedly was jumping up and hit him in his head. But you don't see any shell casings. You don't see him when it's fully auto spitting out. Go to videos of people shooting Uzis, and you're gonna see shell casings coming out of that gun. And then in the beginning when he's supposedly racking, charging the round into the gun, you don't see him put his hand up and bring his hand across the. It's kind of like I think they charge from the top or the side. Kind of like I don't know how the Uzi. I know the Mac 10s charge from the top. I believe. I think you can get them 2 different ways. You can charge it from the top. I think you also charge the Mac 10 from the side. They come in 2 different positions. I think, but he didn't do nothing. His hand. You can watch the video. His hand is touching the handle, and then you can hear the cocking sound like it was audioed in there. It's crazy. And if you don't believe me, you can definitely. That video is fake, man. I mean, you could pull the sheets over these sheeple and these anti-gun people all you want, but the people that use guns and love guns, you can't get that past us. What you thought we wasn't gonna notice that no shell casings came out of that gun? We wasn't gonna notice that he didn't charge a round into the gun? I don't know what kind of gun that was, man. Some magical type fucking Martian Uzi. I don't know. I never seen no shit like that. But you guys, I can't link it because I'm on my tablet. So you go check out that video. And also, I'm gonna say it again. Now I heard there's 2 donation pages for his funeral. You see what I was saying the other day? Why is there donation pages for a 17-year military vet? Doesn't he get buried with full honors? And doesn't the military cover all expenses? I want to see a story where this guy's buried in the military cemetery. I want to see that coverage of that also when this happens allegedly. I want to see that. I want to see a flag draped over his head. I want to see him in a cemetery. I want to see that. You know, um, someone say, well, no, he was killed. I don't want to hear that. It doesn't matter if he was killed in battle or not, because I told you I got a friend. Her dad OD'd on drugs, and he was still buried, full expenses, in a military cemetery in Long Island, Calvary Cemetery. That's where he's buried. So I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong about any of this, man. But you can get back to me. Hit me up and tell me what you think, because I don't believe this one. I'm not one to jump quick and say something was a hoax, but come on now, you got to do better than that. I don't know what they're doing, if they're just blatantly try to fuck with us and play games and make videos intentionally sloppy just so they can say, yeah, we fucking with y'all. I don't get it, because it's obvious that there was no showcasing. I mean, I didn't see any. Tell me if you saw any. Get back to me.